Hello and welcome back to the city of Damascus in Cities Skylines. Today we are finally expanding the area next to the tram lines and to the financial buildings, all that sort of stuff. But I just want to come back in here and say goodbye for now for this area, as we will still have some things to do here, right? We have plenty of space on this side. We still can and should and will finish this area around here. That is this big gap, and we'll certainly come back to this area. But for now, we will move away from this. And obviously, there are a few gaps in here. But as we saw last time, we still need quite a lot of jobs. So, or people for those jobs. We have 30,000 jobs available, and we need to work on that. In terms of imports, we are doing well at the moment, I would say. So no issues at all. We are even exporting some of the goods that we have, which is interesting. But yeah, that's happening. And traffic-wise, 83%. I'll say that that's pretty good for a city this size. So we will keep moving on. So where are we building today? We are building here next to Central Park. And this is the financial area. I thought we had a district in there, but oh, this is the financial area. I was mistaken. So we have Riverside over here and then Central Park over there. Now, yeah, it makes a little bit more sense that way. And we are expanding towards this area. Now, in terms of terrain over here, we do have a little bit of a bump in there. Not a big issue. We will work around that. I won't flatten this out. I think we can use this in our favor and make this of the area that we have in here. We can even use the elevation to make or create an interchange connection in here. As if I'm not wrong, the other interchange connection is over here and there. We might create one here, or maybe over here might be more helpful, as this is pretty close to this area. But anyway, we have options in there. Maybe we do on both sides. Why not? But we can leverage this. We can use this to create elevation to create an overpass. Over there, we have elevation over here as well. And then we could use this as a means for connection between both sides. Okay, how many cars coming through here? But yeah, this would be the goal for today. And then after we finish this, I believe that if we can get quite a lot done in here, the next episode or the one after that will be a tram ride rather, just following this tram line, which is not exactly what I want to see. Yeah, which goes, it's a pretty big line. It goes from here, there, goes all the way here, around, and all the way to the land over here. So really nice and long line for us to enjoy it. But that's not for today. So what are we having here? So because of the need for those jobs, what I'll do, and we have like quite a lot of high density around here as well, I want to, maybe Central Park would be like a big suburb in here, or big neighborhood that we can expand in there. And I'm just thinking, because we have all the high density residential buildings and they are all self-sufficient buildings in this area, so I want more of that. And we'll keep expanding. Maybe these roads will bend a little bit, and we'll keep expanding the low density into that area. And maybe we do some level crossing in here. This area is not as busy as the other one, and add some residential around this as well. We might need this if we want to build on this side later on, so might be the goal there. I'll start as always doing the road layout, understanding how this will look like. I believe that from maybe we go all the way here and we do like a grid, all the way to here. And then to the back, we keep that grid. And the same goes, well, maybe I start bending things in here and we do a more organic layout in this side and over here as well. And then we can connect to this road and finally connect all these areas, as I want to extend this road here and make that connect in there. So this would be the road layout. Then put down services, zone that properly, and do some detailing and things like doing the crossings and all that sort of stuff. We are back. Now, there are a few changes in here. I think mostly all according to the initial plan, but I'll run through some of the things that will change slightly from what we discussed before. Let's start with this building right here. So as you can see, and the frames are actually starting to drop quite dramatically. I think 600,000 people in the city is quite a lot. But this is the academic library. We've actually done almost all the buildings from the unique buildings. We do have the meteorite park, which we don't need to unlock anything. We have done everything here. Let me also change the camera just so this goes a bit faster. The only one that we haven't done is the Old Market Street on the level 3. Level 4, the only one we haven't done is this Sea Fortress that increases the ship and airport traffic tourists capacity, by the way. And the Sphinx of Scenarios, haven't done that yet. Mainly the ones that we don't need to unlock other buildings. We do need the Cathedral of Plenitude to unlock the Eden project. We need the stadium to unlock the space elevator. Yep. Modern Art Museum for the fusion power plants, and the Theater of Wonders for the Hadron Collider. And we do have this Spark Unicorn Rainbow Park, which is oh good. Actually, we don't need that, but just 4 buildings that we need to unlock all the monuments that we have. That's quite good. So what have I done in here? This is basically how this looks from above now. We've extended all this area over here. We've extended all this area, actually all this over here. And this is quite good. In terms of zoning, kept mostly the same as we've discussed, although we do have some space in here and I'll use that. But all residential in here, high density, all residential high density in here, some low density commercial in there, and some bits and pieces spread out across the place, some offices in here as well. And all this area will be low density residential. Now, they are not building a lot in there because they want to build, as you can see, they want high density at the moment. And the more we do, the better for the city. So what I've done is just in the areas where we basically transition from the low density to high density, I've been getting some zonings in here and just replacing them with high density, like this one, just to add a little bit more density in the area and create a nicer transition and also provide the zoning that they actually want. And so it helps that this area fills up a little bit faster. The only difference is just here. I haven't finished zoning this area because I think we can work in this in separate when we build all this area at the back there. But I've actually done the connection to the highway, and what I've done in here is just very simple. just an exit. I haven't even detailed this yet because we can change it if it doesn't work. There's quite a lot of traffic coming through here, so I don't know if we'll need to change that or not. I'll keep an eye on that. But then I kept this lane going straight here, did some dedicated lanes in there and in there, just to make sure that we have things, and over here as well, to make sure that we have things working as good as possible. So this will all feed into this area and hopefully help the traffic in there. Talk about traffic, 84%, still going pretty well. There is a little bit of a backup in here, and what I'll do with that, they're actually waiting quite a lot there. So I'll just make sure that they keep going, like they don't wait too much. Otherwise, these will just be getting like in each other's way. I might also make them cross on this side instead of that, but we'll see how that goes. Things like the traffic is going down already in here, so it's all good. But yeah, did this, ready to move to the other side. I haven't done anything in here yet other than adding this dirt road in here and creating this inland water treatment plant. Some of the buildings close by were struggling with sewage, so that works in there. But maybe we create another exit and entry for the highway in here and connect this area, and also at the back there. We'll see how that works. This is for the future though, not for now. And this area is actually growing a lot. Now, before I talk about public transportation there, I want to show you back at the airport park, because I did add more commercial in here and offices in this area. Almost forgot the name there. And just to help bring a little bit more the demand for residential. As you can see, it's pretty low. It goes down, then it starts building. It goes it goes up, then we start building, goes down again, and it's just going round like that. So it's normal. We just need to wait for things to balance. That's quite a lot that I've built, and this is very normal to do that. Building some commercial along the way helps speed this up a little bit, but I won't do much, otherwise we'll add too many jobs again and we won't catch up. Talk about catching up, 11,000 difference. 11,000? 19. What I'm talking about? 21,000 difference in there. And we were 20, so building these extra commercial and offices obviously added more jobs, and this made the difference. But as we build more and more, this will help us out. Now I'll leave this running a little bit, making sure that we get more and more buildings being built like this. It will happen eventually, another one coming up, so it's just a matter of time now. Also added things all around these, some detailing on around these tracks. Still need to do some detailing here, but I'm thinking if I'll do more buildings or more detailing or like plants and things like that. Potentially there'll be all plants in here, but we'll see. I'm waiting these to grow so I can see how that looks like, and then I'll add the buildings or detailing depending on how things look like. That's the goal. Public transportation. We've built a new public transportation hub in here. As you can see, we have trains. This is quite busy, so this line is getting a lot of passengers. Goes up and down again, but I've added an extra train in here just to make sure that this works quite well for us. And I'll show you where this is going. We have the intercity bus station in here, and that's working really well, I might say so myself. Looking at these, I haven't seen any intercity buses coming through here, which is quite interesting. but there is a lot of passengers waiting in there, and they are leaving the city. So intercity buses, these ones, they are for the city line, which is this bus over here, and I'll show you the number of passengers in there. We have quite a lot of people in this stop over here. So what I might do, I don't know if I increase the number of buses, which I think I will do. Oh, intercity bus coming there. Increase this to 12, and I think so we get like almost 100% in there, and hopefully this will help with these people in here, because we are losing some. Maybe get that back down a little bit. Hold on. And what we'll do, we'll actually increase capacity in here. We have 30 at the moment. I think we have one with 45. Yeah, we do. I'll grab that one and use this one instead, because I think this will move a little bit more people with less buses in there. Hopefully I got the right bus in here. Yeah, they're coming. Good. Yeah, there we go. Nice. And finally, I don't know if you noticed, but you have the small Japanese Railways of Japan metro entrance in there. And this line is quite busy as well. Just don't remember which line is that, so let's take a look. This will be this one. So it's a lot of people in there, especially on this station, and this is moving quite a lot. So where does this all go? The metro line, it just hooks it up with what we had in here. I don't know if you remember, but it goes through Central Park, goes back to Cove Lane, around to the Riverside, and cross into the University Sunset Boulevard and Fisherman Island, all the way into our Concord Wood, which is our Inglewood industry in there. So that's a long line for metro and is working quite a lot. The bus line is basically getting through this area and connecting these all the way through Lane Cove, or Cove Place, I should say. This goes, yeah, let me show you. This goes there. They can change lines in here, and this is more than enough. It's quite busy. And the train one goes all the way through here, goes all the way through Cove Place as well, and goes all the way to Colossal Hill and all the way to Factory Town. And I think this keeps going all the way to the Occitan Quarries. I've also extended the metro line in here, which, by the way, we can take a look at how that's actually working for us. If I go in here, it didn't help me. This is this one. So working quite well. Like the number of trains is 450 because of this, 337 in there, and it gets quite busy throughout the whole line, which is very good. But we also have a new bus line in here that I've added, but I haven't seen if this is actually being helpful or not. I might remove it because there is not many people. Yeah, I think I'll remove this line. This is, by the way, connecting just this area to this area. And now that I've added the metro in there, I think that's working a little bit better. I'll remove to take the traffic out of there, and also take a look at why this has been abandoned. Land value was low. All right, you can rebuild, that's fine. And yeah, I think this is all. Oh, and one more little thing that I've done here. We were struggling with having enough ore, and I've added these ore mines in here to help us out a little bit. And now we are getting a little bit more ore as output. We're consuming that quite fast as well, but this is working well. So I think that is pretty good. Now, back to here. This is also working as an intercity train station, and there is always people in here, which is quite nice. Same thing for the intercity bus station, and this is quite a busy area now, and I like it. This would be potentially the only sector in here that will be high density unless we do more high density back there, but I think this is going well with what we have in here, and this is filling up quite nicely. I'm just waiting of that to happen before we actually are done with this area. Now, really happy with progress, with how much we have grown, all this area in here, how this is growing as well. And I still have to figure out something on this little hill over there, but we will get something done very soon. I'm pretty sure of that. But what it does for us, it actually unlocks the option for us to do a nice right turn in here. And I'm just doing one more tree in here. As you know, we see the gaps and we go for it. But having that nice little train ride, we have some quite interesting views in here, in my opinion, and that'll be quite nice to do. So we'll do that. We'll see what happens as well, and I'll put the speed up so we could get things done a little bit faster. But I like the result so far. I also like this entrance for the trains in here. This is quite tight and looks pretty cool. But yeah, this is the new area or expanded area for Rocky Hills and Central Park over there. And we are progressing, and I'm happy that we finally worked in this area. I think this is complaining about land value as well. Because of the changes with trains and what we've built around, the land value changed a little bit as well. But that's normal. As they build up and they grow, get educated, we will sort that out. And finally, in terms of education, I'll just show you quickly the services in this area as well. We have healthcare over here, here, and here. Healthcare, we have all these new ones over here. For the elder care, I have a new one in there. This was right there. I did a new one in here as well. Child care, just a new one over here. For fire stations, there are quite a few in here. 4 new fire stations. Police, 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. We do have, actually, we could have an extra bank in here. And I think I'll do it. I don't know if I can. Oh, that's perfect in here. All right, I'll have it in here next to this area. That'll be quite popular and they'll like it. But there is another one in here, another one in there as well. Schools. I always say high density. It's high school. That's, yeah, I don't know why. So we have those here, those two with more students or more capacity. For the elementary school, we have the same in here and more capacity over there. And we do have some parks around the area and the park that we've created in this area over here. Just looking quite nice and just waiting for more people to level up. So I think success for today. I'm quite happy with the result of this area and the transition into the low density in here. And then we have a lot of areas to still work on. We will see that in the next few episodes, but I'll try to do the tram ride. There is a lot of people asking for that, so we can work on that one. I think that would be quite nice to do something like that. And yeah, that'll be on the next episode or the one after that. I'm just organizing some things. As you know, I'll participate on the build for the Skyline 6 summer vacation build. Probably I'll do the run on that week, so I have more time to do that build, and this works well for me. But let me know in the comments what you think, what you want to see, what is the next thing you want me to build, and we will take a look at that. And for now, I just want to thank you for all the likes, for all the comments, suggestions, and ideas. If you want to keep the conversation on, let me know in the comments or join the Discord server. The link is in the description. You're more than welcome in there. We have quite a nice community, and everyone is welcome as far as you are respectful, obviously. But for now, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.